Alright, Omnath is legal in this format. Risen Reef is very silly. We've got some Zendikar's Roil to build our own Field of the Dead with Blackjack and Elementals instead of zombies. We got some Escape the Wilds to make some extra land drops, generate some card advantage. We got a bunch of Abrades for interactive bits, as well as Soul Guide Lantern to clear out some graveyards. Let's pop into some games with this and see if this can be competitive still. Felt very reasonable last time we played in an Explorer. I don't really know that I have a slot to cut for Fabled Passage in here, Otts. Like, what are we getting rid of? That's not kind of core to what we have going on. I clicked historic? Oh, did I? Well, it's a good thing the queue time's super long. I totally did. Wait. That deck's not legal in historic, right? Would it just automatically swap the Omnaths to the nerfed version? Anybody that wants to cut Zendikar's Roil didn't watch this deck last time we played it. That card was verifiably nuts several times. It auto swaps to the nerf versions. I don't know how I feel about that. We've talked about this before, but I think the #1 improvement the Playblade needs is when I go to queue up for a format with a deck that is marked as a different format, it should really pop up a "did you mean to" confirmation. So for example, if I were to try and join the Explorer queue with a deck that was tagged as standard legal, a standard deck, it would say, hey, did you mean to join Explorer with a standard deck? And if you meant to, it should let you, obviously, if the deck's legal in that format. But I think it would prevent a lot of feel bads misclicks. If you were like, hey, this isn't what you think you want to do, is it? Yeah, you're not the only one, Nick, though. So that's why it would be a really good, meaningful change. Whoa now, Jeff. That sounds like a quality of life change. Man, are we gonna hit like Magic? Are we gonna hit like Magic Online style queue times where it can take like 10 minutes to find a match sometimes? Our colors of mana are a little awkward, but I'm gonna keep this. Oh, and also, to people that were suggesting things like Tracker, I'd have to lose my Orphanguard, too? Well, that doesn't sound very nice. Side-loading Marvel Stamp is trivially easy. If you're someone that's been wanting to play and haven't done it, it's just a quick Google search and install. Game. Yeah, I want to know what card we're getting with the Season Pass tomorrow. It's over tomorrow night. I think I'm ditching the Abrade here. I was hoping to go over the top of these people. I assume they had their next season pass planned out before they pulled those events, Strathmar. It's literally what we were just talking about, Felfusion. If you do a Google search of Marvel Snap Sideload, you can download an APK to play it or get it on iOS, and however iOS works. So, technically no, but also yes. Okay, if this hits a land, we get to go, go, go. Never lucky. Kill Omnath here, we're a little bit behind. If they don't kill Omnath here, we have Risen Reef and Zendikar's Roil next turn. Okay, so obviously they have another stop, so we're gonna no blocks here. Gain a bunch of life here at least. Oh, that's true. If they had two stomps, they'd probably just double stop Omnath. Oh my gosh, we drew all of our basics. That's so unlucky. Speaking of unlucky, another brick on a land. Oof. Oof. That being said, turns out gaining 4 life a turn, chat, gives you a lot of chances to brick and still be fine. Alright, let's find out if they have something here, huh? Yasharn, I choose you. Under the bus. Oh, it is. It probably is Fatal Push. Wow, it was just a straight bluff. Sick. Opponent's got way bigger stones than me, chat. That is, quite the bluff. Hey, Volcrin, thank you. And thank you for the 3rd of the year. Welcome back. All right, what do we want in this matchup? Yasharn's actually kind of okay, right? I figured out the phone game issue for my son. Yeah, he loaded it up this morning and it just worked, so I'm gonna call that good enough. This might just be a click submit angle, honestly. Like, Lantern and Yasharn are both fine here in different situations, and Chandra's probably not good enough to play a 3rd copy. And our main deck seems kind of okay. I think I'm down for the run back against black-red. Notable, this is Color Omnath chat. The old Cheeto Fingers himself. We are really good at drawing our one basic planes. That's true. If they don't take Cheeto Fingers, he just gets to like wipe his hands on Valky and knock him out, so seems smart. Thoughts have been seized, opponent. Ever been to London or out of the country before? Christy and I did an all-inclusive in the Bahamas a few years back. But other than that, no out of the country. We'll keep the draw 5, huh? Get rid of the rest. Our flight shouldn't be too bad. We have a 9:15 p.m. flight out of Chicago that lands at like 11 a.m. in London. So I'll basically like just get to sleep overnight. So hopefully jet lag won't really be a thing for us. Huh. Maybe I'm actually supposed to play the land out of my hand to play around another go blank. We have plenty of green mana. I'm just going to grab another red here. Always keep the Eldraine rare. Yep. Did Prime pay for business class? I forget what type of ticket we have. Whatever the cheapest one is, I believe. Blue, white, red. And then this is a fourth creature. So my Leafkin Druid's now tapped for 2. So we get to go ahead and do this. My escape is over.
No pressure.
Emblem. And then if Omnath hits a land here, we actually get to draw another card because of Omnath Passage. It'll be land number 8. We're so unlucky with Risen Reef this set, chat. It's fine. Chandra emblems are going to melt them, but it would have been nice to have more cards, right? Yeah, we land the morning of the 16th, and then I have a half-day rehearsal on the 18th, and the show on the 19th and 20th. And we travel back on the 21st. We'll have like 2.5 days, plus the evenings on show days. So do some stuff, which is why Christy's coming with. These are lands, right? You have a 3-lander. The old 3-land, 6-spell hand. Got a cantrip here, too. If we draw untapped land on 2, this might be a spell. We don't draw an untapped land. I think we play a tapped land and just Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, this is untapped on 3 regardless, so. Named Human here. Our aggro matchup is like. I assume the green-white humans, abs and humans. Both popular archetypes. Couple of shots at a white source here. I think I'm just abrading the Thalia this turn. Although, honestly, with the Locus of the Roil drawn, if I can abrade whatever their other play is here, I might want to do that. And because if we spike the untapped land, Locus of the Roil gives this Cheeto Fingers. Yeah. Tapped land here would be great. Nailed it. See, chat, this is why you need to use tongs when you eat Cheetos. Your orange fingers afterwards are deadly. Our deck has, like, a lot of lands in it, to be fair. Thanks, Chase. Should be a fun show. Competitive Unite's in a pretty good spot right now. Our balance is reasonable. This stops their clue token from working, too. Which is kind of sick. Oh my god, are they trying to use the clue token? Do you think we could say our opponent is clueless currently, chat? Or does the clue on the board prevent that from working? What do we think? No blocks. Go to 14. Ooh. Play this from hand so I can play Leafkin Druid this turn. We're done here, right, chat? We're like firmly into garbage time at this point. I get to Zendikar's Roil with Risen Reef out next turn and just like floop a bunch of things into play. Okay, obviously not a Soul Guide Lantern matchup or a Chandra matchup. We'll bring in the Flame Blessed Bolts and the Fries. I think Healer of the Glades exclusively for the mono red matchup. The one Yasharn was okay there, but I don't think I want to draw 2 of those ever here. think on the draw I have to mulligan, no play till 3. This is fine. It's not ideal that I don't have an untapped land on 2, but we get 2 shots to draw 1, which I think is definitely keepable at 6. We'll bottom the redundant escape. They don't have counter spells or discard spells, so one of that effect is plenty. Hey, hi Shan. Thanks for the entire year. Welcome back. Appreciate it. I think we just Abrade this. And then we can Leafkin plus tap land next turn. Or if we're a little bit lucky and spike another untapped land, we can Risen Reef. Extraction Specialist was such a powerful addition to the humans deck. It's really good every time we played against it. We gotta grab our only white source to cast Yasharn, which is a little sad, but I want to cast my 4/4 next turn for sure. Well, at least find a forest still. Is there a company in my future? Double 2-drop, also not great for me. Although I guess Pack Leader can't attack yet, huh? Extraction Specialist is hitting the big time, though. Hitting the gym. How greedy is it to play this and hope to hit untapped land? Pretty greedy. Yeah, I think there's a lot of upside there if we like play this at untapped land and then like play Leafkin afterwards too. I think that's kind of like our route back in. Yeah, I agree that playing Yasharn doesn't seem very strong. That last turn. Need an Omnath here, I think. Okay. We're gonna have to have some elemental-shaped speed bumps this turn. But we're not dead on board, glass half full. All right, game 3 on the play. I think we had a window in there to hit a Locus to creation and be okay, but we unfortunately did not find it. I think we're dead to them trampling us there too. The trampled Orco couldn't attack Lampton because of Extraction Specialist. The thing Specialist brings back can't attack or block for a little bit. Until the Specialist goes away. Right, I mean, our deck has 28 lands in it right now. So I'm saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. No white mana is a little sad, Panda. Okay. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. That's all I need, chat. All I need is a chance. Oh no, come on. Rearrange your bottom six. Rearrange your bottom six. Oof. Oof. I believe we're gonna draw a land next turn, chat, and then we're gonna hit 6 lands in a row for the Zendikar's Roil. Are you ready? All right, it wasn't 6, but it's like, it's enough for a redraw, right? This needs to grab us a white source for this guy. One more guaranteed, maybe more past that. Who wanted to cut my Zendikar's Roil, chat? Show your face, coward! I go to 2. Nah, we'll take action. I say, do I want to hold a land for this? But I've got to escape to the wilds for next turn. Oh, man. Oh, it's just so good, chat. Who wanted to cut my Zendikar's Roil? Get out of here. I'm gonna fetch here before we escaped. We are gonna theoretically run a little low on basics. Man, if we run kind of good, the, wait, have I... So wait, so this is land number 3? Oh, I tapped my extra white source here. That was bad. So let's escape to the wild. Oh, wait, I have a white source here. Never mind. Okay, so I could do this. And this does 4. And then I can play second Omnath, because that's the thing. And then the second Omnath resets the land count triggers. So now, when I fetch with this... Oh, I should have fetched with this before redraw. I think I still have a basic. Okay, so this one gains me another 4. And then we'll be able to escape to the wilds to play an additional land. And then eventually, we're going to get through a good... God, what a just fantastically stupid game 3. Chat, don't cut the end of the Royals. That right there, if your instinct was to cut the end of the Royals, that's a perfect example of why you should always play games with a deck list before making changes to it. I can't tell you the number of times people have cut stupid looking uncommons from deck lists I play. They're like, I can't win this matchup. You're like, well, you cut this card, right? They're like, well, how'd you know? It's like, 'cause that's how you win that matchup. You cut the card without playing any games. Remember when people wanted Risen Reef banned? Yeah. Yeah, Reef and Roil are a sick 1-2 punch. I told you we would build our own Field of the Dead, chat, with blackjack and elementals. We need zombies. We got elementals, chat. Chat, I can't tell if my eyes are going bad or I'm going cross-eyed or if one of my monitors is starting to go out. I've got like grainy looking diagonal lines across it, I think. I'll have to ask Christy to come in and look at it. There's a chance I'm crazy, but it might also be that this cheap monitor is just dying after a year. Yeah, just constant 2-minute queues this morning. That's fine. If it is going out, we'll just replace it and put it upstairs with the other hodgepodge computers. We've got 2 Franken computers upstairs in the office. They're just like leftover bits of old streaming hardware that's either upgraded or started to fail slightly. Sure, all of my colors and an Abrade and a Soul Guide Lantern. We'll draw some spells. Suffering from success. Listen, chat. If success was the problem here, I wouldn't have bought the cheapest monitors in the size I wanted. Ooh, I should check the cable. Yeah, that's a good thought. We'll do that. Thank you. Maybe I should have played Untapped Land here to draw a card with this. Turn 1 Thoughtseize usually not a graveyard deck. Wow, punish. Oh, I wonder if they're the Abzan. Oh yeah, they're totes. They are a graveyard deck, but also wish I would have played. They're Abzan Greasefang. Yeah, they're not a cultured Abzan Greasefang player like us, chat. They're not playing Yorion for added consistency. Thank God Winota is banned, chat. Like, it's so dumb. We even had 2 pieces of interaction that game, and it actually just didn't even matter, right? They just had their thought. Their deck is so much better than Winota was at playing through hate. Just like Thoughtseize plus main deck way to destroy your main deck graveyard hate. Just shrugs it off and it doesn't matter. But I'm glad. So 28 months. Welcome back. All right, 2 pieces of graveyard hate later. I think we're doing okay here. I'll hold up Abrade. Actually, let's just play the other Soulguide Lantern, right? There's no way they shatter both of these and go off next turn. He said optimistically to himself. For lunch today, we made taco bowls for dinner last night, so leftovers. I like the contents of tacos. I'm not big on tortillas though. Usually I consume in bowl form. Okay, and then if they destroy the Soul Guide Lantern, we will not draw a card because we want to hold the Braid up. Yep. Our deck has 30 lands in it, chap. 30. 3-0. This is where the magic happens. Better late than never. Untapped would have been ideal there, but better than missing again, I suppose. The sound bug affects your land drop, something like that. Okay. Hey, chat, 30 lands total. Can we draw one? Nailed it. Can't stay away targets is good for us. This is 7 mana. Oh, I guess I don't have another green to play these with this turn. That's fine though. I just drew this. Extra Lantern means we're insulated from getting comboed next turn a little bit more, so probably we're not good to go already. We're getting close. Tangled friends. Oh, you know, I should probably drop this so we can start getting +1/+1 with our land drops, huh? Yeah, we pop back up real quick here. Fatal pushing my friend. That's fine, right? He's making mana. And I brought a backup friend. Do 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 do. I have to discard. It's unlucky. Maybe we should bin both the Escape the Wilds. I don't want to deck out here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and Abrade the Skyship here and then exile their graveyard, I think. Just doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree. Overall, Explorer's in a very reasonable spot. All right, if I manage to not deck myself here, we should be good to go. Steam cards. The 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if I put 2 lands into play with this, they die. Oh, we have an Omnath trigger too, right? From the other Omnath. Those 4. Yeah. Crunch. This deck was very good. Last time we played it in Explorer, and it continues to be very good. It's one of those. It's very similar to the big red deck that we played, and that it's got a good red-black matchup because it goes over the top of it. But unlike the big red deck, this deck's got a much better aggro matchup because of its ability to gain life with Omnath. CJNJ, thank you for the 46 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. The Wargy Corgi, thanks for cashing that Prime for 34. Good to have you around for almost 3 years. Howdy, everyone hanging out today. Great to have Good number of people in here for some magic. We've had some follows because we're not usually live on the weekends. For folks that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We do a lot of card games, mostly Magic the Gathering and Marvel Snap lately. Also do a little bit of variety stuff. Pokemon Unite is the primary other game that I play. That London Command talking about being their broadcast team for Worlds. I've done some of their esports stuff as well. If you enjoy card games in particular, though, and especially Magic, usually we do one Historic and one Explorer deck most days that I'm live. I also have a YouTube channel where everything that's worth watching gets archived to after the fact. So if you're ever wondering, hey, what are some neat things to check out, there's playlists on the front page there of youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland that can find you some sweet Explorer and Historic stuff. When Standard and Alchemy feel like they're worth playing, we poke on into those on occasion on stream too, but not particularly excited about either of those formats at the moment, so we've mostly been ignoring them until rotation happens here soon. Gosh, with bouncing out for a week, rotation's going to be on us before we know it, right? That's in September. Excited to see what kind of new cards get Meathook Massacred in the fall. Lovely draw. Ever the optimist. I am painfully optimistic. Meathook is the new dice to stop. Yeah, basically. Wait a minute. So with this land, I can Abrade this, get my Risen Reef back, and then Omnath, Cheetofinger, the Werewolf Pack Leader, and we get extra triggers out of it all. Alright, we're done here, right, opponent? And use the lantern to get rid of that. Even a land draw here draws more lands with more cards with Omnath. Oh my gosh, shit. Ooh, a piece of candy. Wait. And then I can crack this, and then we'll get to Zendikar's Roil, and then there's even more candy. This is how we boarded last time, right? Fries and bolts in, Yasharn's, lanterns, and a Chandra out. We need to add a Zuza to up the bad card ratio. Yeah, that's true. Card availability and pricing definitely impacts choices people play in paper for sure. It's a very, very, very real thing. Not have an untapped land for next turn, but we can go tapped land Florahedron. Man, Lieutenant is good. some attack in here with impunity. Untapped land would be a best draw. Abrade's not terrible. They missed a land drop here, so with Abrade into Omnath make mana next turn, we're probably good to go here. A stop on their main phase so we can kill this aspirant before they get a trigger off of it. You know what's pretty good, chat? Gaining 4 life a turn. Cheeto fingers on there. We even have another Fabled Passage rolled up for next turn. And even if we draw a brick next turn, we just get to, like, draw Orphanguard, play Orphanguard. Sage. I think I just have to take this hit because I want this to power up my things next turn. It's a shame I have to tap this to play Orphanguard, but it's definitely the line. They have another Banisher Priest, we're in trouble. Why are we playing Kaheera instead of Yorion? Good question. Yeah, that's actually an answer. People are asking about, like, Tireless Tracker in this deck. If you want to fit Tireless Tracker in, just play Yorion. Go up to 80 cards. That'll do big. Happy with how we boarded. Let's just be on the play and be slightly luckier for game 3. Ooh, Vengevine would be a fun one to add to Historic. Another excellent card that could have been in a Historic anthology, you know, instead of tapped artifact lands that are unplayable. Yeah, Kira's actually a tribal lord, chat. It turns out if you play her in a deck that's not creatureless blue-white control. She has a design. Weird. I am using a Road Procaster, and it's just barely out of frame, so, like, you can see my hand on the camera. My hand, I guess it's not. My hand is right here. The mic's right there. Yeah, it's a pretty decent, shotgun mount. Speaking of decent, this hand is. There's the real MVPs of Twitch chat. Hutch UK, thank you for the 19-month resub and the first-time cheddar. The silent majority keep us around, chat. God bless. Do I kill their pup, or do we Risen Reef? I think we Reef. It's close, though. Reefing is bad if we don't hit a land. Never lucky. Some of us talk too much for our own good. It's me. I'm some of us. God bless us, everyone. Yeah, extra punish for not just abrading this, because they drew the Dauntless Bodyguard. I think it's still an Abrade angle this turn. That proposes kind of an interesting question. I don't know that I'm going to have time to get that going. I guess it's pretty good with Reef. Is this an Abrade the Outlander angle? I think it might be an Abrade the Outlander angle, chat. To me, my company. Putting a counter on the thing they might sacrifice is interesting. All right, so we really want to draw a land next turn. Doesn't even need to be untapped, just any land. And we just need a couple of decent bangers off the top for Zendikar's Roil here. Okay, we have a retry next turn. That gives us at least one blocker. And then we have a low chance of dying here. If we get to untap, we have escape to the wilds as well. Plus another Risen Reef. So feeling okay-ish about our spot here. Not amazing, but okay-ish. And I'm gonna wait to fetch because I want them to declare attackers before they know how many 2/2 friends we're gonna have. Fetch basic planes here. Even one or two lands off this Risen Reef trigger would be huge. Oh my god. Wow. Punished. Holy crap. Yep, well played. And meat cookie jar. I deserve that. Sure do. Okay, I have 2 removal spells, so we just passed, right? Imagine if I was up a 2/2 or 3 life here. Oh my god, can my hand get any deeper into the cookie jars yet? It's actually not physically possible for my hand to get deeper into this cookie jar. I think those attacks are good for us. This forces my hand to keep the Omnath. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep the Omnath, but they do that. Now we definitely do. That was obviously the best draw in our deck. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have 2 shots at a land tier. Okay. Your move, Yugi boy. there were some tasty cookies in that jar, it turns out, chat. Who'da thunk it? I did, in fact, enjoy the cookies. Thank you for asking. I'd like to think that was a heavy sigh attack with everything moment there for the opponent. There's no way this Chandra isn't a concession Chandra, right? Because we get to Chandra, not deal damage to our elementals, but deal damage to their board, and then Flame Blessed Bolt finish the Werewolf pack leader. It might actually just be dead this turn, huh? Do the wave. I feel like this deck has a way better humans matchup than it deserves to have. Omnath is just such a jacked up card, chat. And our deck's been extra good, so I'm going to make my face real big here for a minute and restart the clanks. I think we deserve a little extra audio as a treat after that game. I tried really hard to lose that game, and our deck just dragged us kicking and screaming across the finish line. We need a treat after robbing the cookie jar. We have quite the sweet tooth. I do, in fact. We'll get an entire half a game extra audio. The deck saw our greedy little hands in the cookie jar and was pleased. It's like, yep, it's more than good. It's great. Cookie jar or Cheeto bag? Well, if it was a Cheeto bag, we wouldn't have had our hand in it. We've been caught with our tongs in the Cheeto bag. And remember, chat, if you need protection for your internet, think of it as a Cheetos tong for browsing the internet. NordVPN is here to secure your connection for you, and you can get a discount at nordvpn.com/Jeff Hoagland. I honestly can't believe they haven't had that tagline for themselves, chat. The Cheeto tongs for your internet. I should sell that to their marketing people. Get some extra on this. And the queue, we could like play a game of Marvel Snap while we sit in the queue today. It's been real long. Our deck has 30 lands in it, chat. My body is ready to miss our third land drop on 3. Ooh, hardened scales. We should do something with that at some point. That should be something I poke at. So, you saw me go to play this, but then pause and play a Plains. The reason why I did that was there's a lot more non-white lands in my deck I could draw there that would allow me to play Omnath before I play a land this turn. So by sequencing Plains on 3 into the Risen Reef, we're rewarded with Omnath on 4 before I make my land drop, resulting in an extra 4 points of life. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here, because I don't think they trade. If they do, I think it's good for us. Protection from multicolored! That's cheating, shit. Stop right there, criminal scum. The classic 9 lands to 3 lands, chat. Fair and balanced games of Magic the Gathering. Small delta. The 3 lands seem to be winning. Maybe. If we can find we want one of our Zendikar Royals here, right? If we can find a Zendikar Royal, our lands start making us blockers. They are going wide and tall here. I'm in danger. Ow, ow, baby. Ow, baby. All right, now the goal is try not to deck ourselves. Wait, hold on. I need to start... I'm going to decline these because I want to kill them with Omnath triggers this turn, right? So we'll go Locus to creation. Number 2. Keep the new one. And there's old Cheeto Fingers for us, chat. And he is plenty lethal at this point. This deck is more than good. It's great. The old side swipe-a-rooney. People thought we were gonna deck ourselves. Listen, chat, a genius built this deck. We've got contingencies. They don't really have artifacts that sacrifice, right? Yeah, we had like 2 more Omnaths here. We could have made some more elementals. Like, we were never in any danger, chat. The simulation was stable at all points there, okay? At all points, the simulation was stable. Arcbound Ravager is not legal in this format. That would have been yet another sick addition instead of 10 artifact dual lands that are unplayable. Patchwork Automaton Hardened Scales is pretty good. I think we gotta shatter that one, right? It's word 2. Not quite able to Cheeto Fingers this turn, which is sad, but it is what it is. Knacker, thanks for hanging out for 38 months. Welcome back. Okay, so we'll Cheeto Fingers, the jelly here. Otherwise, Iron Apprentice tokens just go over to this. That spits out some friends. Oh, I guess that gets the Ozolith popping, huh? Scary. Oh, I guess this stays the same, huh? Maybe I should have just killed their 1/1. I didn't think about Hardened Scales pumping it back up. They're builders, guys. Whoa, that's sick too. I'm picking up what they're putting down here, chat. Yeah, it just never gets smaller. All right, so you like an escape to the wilds into something good here? I think we're dead, fam. All right, game 3 on the play. We won't make the mistake of killing the thing that only gets bigger. The Hardened Scales deck seems very good when it is 2 Hardened Scales. Alright, we do need a white mana here. We break next turn, we can go tapped land, draw Orphanguard at least. Come on, untapped land. Okay, now I think we Leafkin. So that way if they harden scales, we can kill this with Cheeto Fingers still. I gotta just kill Overseer here. Just as much as I want to Risen Reef this turn. Just gotta go right now. Gotta go right now. Truly unfortunate. 30 lands later, and how I missed my 4th land drop, the Jeff Hoagland story. So that gets us white. I think I'm supposed to Chandra here, right?
I know who I am.
Do the
And
wave.
no one is telling me what to do. I've always wanted to make a really big fireball.
Then we have a Leafkin to chump block with this turn. Land. Oh, that's at least another castable elemental with Leafkin Druid. Okay. I think I need to get rid of this before I can get flying, right? So I don't do this, it could hit flying and then just get me next turn. Start racing. Jelly? Ooh, a piece of candy. So we do this, and then we do this. And then if I do this and we hit a land, they die. I say I could play another one and gain more life, but just any land is lethal with this now, right? Climbing on up the ladder with this Omnath card. Omnath 4 is a really good magic card. It's a little bit pushed. Little, but does some heavy lifting for the squad. Play Omnath 4 in Ingus combo. Nah, it's a color splash and you can't collect a company into it. That's true. It isn't free, and like the fact that we have to build our mana base to have Fabled Passage work isn't free. Everybody keeps talking about Omnath, chat, but can we really talk about the silent winner of this deck? Zendikar's Roil. That's really the one that keeps everything humming for us. It's so nice. It's so nice. Every card on Magic Arena is a silent winner. Oof. Oof. Does this feel like big stomp energy to anybody else? We just play our lantern and pass here. Oh, you know what? I should have exiled my own Omnath there to stop their Graveyard Trespasser from getting it. And if we just continue to refuse to play their game and we just draw Orphanguard here, step on this.
I knew you need. Yup, you're going down.
I'm yelling timber. We don't know what the next Marvel Snap Battle Pass card is yet. We find out tomorrow night, though. The season rolls over. And perfect. We hit there, so we get to ramp to 5, which means we have Awakened Inferno on 6, which is great. They did, in fact, have the stomp that whole time. Is there any chance I just trade Chandras here? Is that possibly right? It's one of those, it feels like it can't be right, but I think it is.
You're about to. Utterly is
Doesn't
the best
feel
way to
good,
war.
but their Chandra is embleming relatively soon. Oh, you know what? She-Hulk is in the client. If you look in the unreleased card silhouettes, She-Hulk is there. And yeah, that's releasing soon, right? I'll bet you it's She-Hulk. We really need a piece of card advantage ship. Omnath would be fine, but like Escape to the Wilds would be ideal. It could also be Miss Marvel though, because her show did just release too. I mean, if they're smart, they're tying card releases to the cinematic universe. Yeah, I agree. Releasing cards that has interest from the other IP and other places is really good. I think that's one place Pokemon Unite's come up a good bit short so far. Like, if they're smart, Pokemon Unite is going to release like one or all of the Scarlet Violet starter Pokemon when that drops in the fall. But so far, they haven't done any tie-ins to other Pokemon stuff. Like getting that type of stuff when you have an IP that's really big like Marvel or Pokemon seems like easy extra way to drum up interest. Yeah, I should push that feedback with the people I talk to when I'm in London. They do. The Unite folks have been receptive to feedback. Like they added a couple of features to the spectator client that we had been asking for Worlds, so that's great to see. It's weird working with a company and feeling like Wizards of the Coast has broken me, chat. Just like having companies that like do things and make changes based on your feedback is so strange. Yeah, I agree, Blake. It's just like, I think this is a lot of people's first mobile game, and like, even just in the game space in general, like that type of like full revert, we're gonna like start from scratch and do something else, like unheard of in the industry. I was fully expecting them to just slash the price and just like call it good enough. Even the canceling of them is pretty unheard of. Okay, I think I shock this in because if I play the second mountain, I can't cast Omnath for next turn if I draw it. Our brain is huge, chat. Huge. You don't even understand how huge our brain is playing to our outs and then hitting them. Re-rolling extra quest refreshes is the best ratio of gold, yeah. Buying it directly in the shop is like pretty close behind it. I'm waiting till we see what replaces Nexus events before I do a rehash on the economy stuff. We're gonna lose our escape to the wilds. Sedge. Wow, they're really in the tank here. There's no way you take the Chandra, right? You take the draw 5? Ow, okay. They're just really worried about their board. Yeah, hopefully they nerf Blissey in competitive at some point. Oh, they just have another one. Got it. That makes sense to Sag, but makes sense. Oof. I mean, whoa. Let's not go overboard here, Blake Scarlet. Like, they were super greedy from the start, and the game still got a ton of incredibly predatory, abusive personality, addictive personality trait things. Like, we're like really far off of consumer friendly, not greedy. Like, just unfathomably far off from it. Although I'll throw them a spade where they deserve it, but we're pretty a far cry from like actively good. It's less bad is accurate. Okay, so I think we play and cast this and then play a tapped land, and then next turn we can Omnath play this and it draws a card because it's our 8th land. Would love to draw any of our elementals here. Risen Reef is probably the best draw in our deck. Nailed it. Sometimes lucky. Yes, Runeterra is both the least predatory and probably least successful of all major digital card games out there. And as much as I hate to say it, those two things are probably related. I was having a conversation with one of my buddies who's a Magic grinder the other night, and he was like, "Yeah, playing a bunch of Pioneer, preparing for this PTQ has made me convinced it's not really fun or in a good spot." And I was like, "But you're still playing a bunch of it to prepare for that event, right?" And like that kind of, this game sucks, but I'm gonna sit here and continue to play a bunch of it anyways type experience, I really think is super important for your card game to be successful.
Time to toast your marshmallows. S'mores, anyone?
No blocks. Let's leave the white source untapped here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the anti-consumer things wouldn't be... The anti-consumer things wouldn't be the common thing everybody does if they didn't work. As assuredly, the TLDR. Alright, chat. My body is ready to draw an Omnath 4. I need my Daddy needs an Omnath 4 here. Oh gosh. So, because they played Ramanap runes, if I let the Graveyard Trespasser deal a damage to me, I die to the ruins. So do I discard my Chandra to not take 1 here? I need the Chandra to kill the Kroxa though. I guess they have to draw Untapped Red too, but they have 2 shots at it. Oh, they're gonna have the treasure. Oh, fuck, I forgot to kill the... In my brain, I was killing the Goblin Shaman. I'm so dumb, chat. Alright, we've got some draws at Omnath 4. But I've messed this up. For sure. Marky, thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back, appreciate it. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. Well, Field of Ruin would have taken them a turn, Sunshine. So that would give me a lot more draws to get to where I need to go. And are we dead? I think we're dead. I guess the lands let me draw, right? Oh, Yasharn. Yasharn does stop them, doesn't it? It's not, it cuts off the treasure token, though. It cuts off the treasure token. Okay, let's do this first, because I could still hit an Omnath. Okay, Yasharn means we're not dead on board. I think I actually decline here because I want these Fabled Passages to be able to fetch something. Watch him just rip the red source here. Magic sucks and then you die. We are so close to the quarter turn. Zero Omnaths, the top half of our deck. Oh, we have 1 die in Noxious Grab, sure. So 1 in the top half. I'm not sure exactly what their deck is doing, but I'm pretty sure we should kill that. whatever it is they're doing is probably not good for us. If I had to venture a guess. They're not a feather deck. They have Wellspring as a companion. Because if I cracked the passage, I no longer had a land in play to gain life with the Omnath Chiller. I guess the Omnath could have hit exactly a land off of the Risen Reef trigger afterwards, but it's unlikely. Nah, I don't think it's better to just go for it versus save it for the sure thing. Like, it's super easy to like armchair quarterback and be like, oh, well, they hit the red source. Well, with not being guaranteed dead on board, I don't think we're supposed to do that there and burn our last resource. Having the land the following turn has upside. I assume this doesn't work and we're dead. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede this matchup. This style of Infect deck is real bad for our ramp style deck. Their deck's unplayable into red-black. There's a reason why you don't see a lot of it, but it's super good into linear decks like ours. Or bigger decks that are less interactive, I should say. We're not quite linear, but we're bigger and less interactive. Haven't touched Arena since COVID. Should I get back into it or... Well, so... To give you the good upfront, Magic Arena has 2 non-rotating formats that I think are in pretty reasonable spots, all things considered. That being said, Magic Arena is still as expensive as it's ever been. The client gets worse, laggy, and has more issues with every subsequent release. If you're someone that's looking for a digital card game right now, I would not recommend Magic Arena. I think Marvel Snap is great. I think Legends of Runeterra is great, but to anybody who's not already addicted to this application in the game, no, I would give a hard pass on a recommendation. I didn't have audio half the time. We're gonna play 1 or 2 more matches with this deck, and we're gonna do some Marvel Snap like we've been doing every day at the end. That game's great. 10 out of 10 would recommend Marvel Snap. Said they fixed the audio bug in the patch. They lied. Oh, chat! Look what I did. I said let's play like 1 more, and then we queued into blue-white control. It actually never fails. Let's do 1 more, queue into blue-white control. Oh, I take that back. If you are someone who likes blue-white control and likes playing with it and against it, Magic Arena is super great. All of the card designs in the last 2 years have been super pushed towards making blue-white control better than it's ever been. Huge bias in both how they design cards and how they ban and balance formats.
I'm known for my excellent timing. You know what?
If that's your kink, you will be super into what's going on in Magic Arena at the moment. However, if you're one of the people who looks at Teferi Hero of Dominaria is like, that doesn't spark joy, not a good time. Not a good time. My verse has been banished, opponent. Got me.
No time for a break.
this Chandra goes the distance, chat. Maybe she goes for speed. Maybe she's all we have in this time of need. There's no way this Orphanguard kills this Tiffany, right? Holy crap.
Better plan next time.
I wasn't prepared for that to just work, chat.
I know who I am, and no one is telling me what to do. Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
Is it like another Vanishing Verse? Void Rend. Really? They have Void Rend and they let the Teferi die. That's so strange. They must obviously also have a counter spell then, right? Because they didn't want to save the Teferi and put their shields down. Yeah, 20 turn clock. Let's go.
I know my responsibility. We need to move quickly.
I was gonna attack their face, chat. Need to just, get working towards this emblem and condition.
Keep up the pace.
Keep up the pace. Maybe killing Tef there. How did I kill Tef? Their Teferi was at 5. How would Teferi die? Please explain. I don't see it. Abrade does not hit planeswalkers, no. Kaheera isn't an elemental, correct. Abrade only hits planeswalkers in paper, mood. Sure this thing doesn't emblem me out of the game.
Win this. We need to move quickly.
We can't cycle this from exile. We do have a second Chandra in the main deck. Yeah, I have a third in the board as well. Gosh. I think I'm supposed to exile their graveyard, huh? Nah, there's no way, right? There's no way. Pain. Pain and suffering, chat.
Time for plan B. As I think of one.
And we're done here, right? Because I just have a free 8th card. That's a 4/5 that's gonna kill us.
Let's skip to the good part.
Oh my god, the Yorion resets the Teferi too.
Right on schedule.
Yeah, my free 8th card had a deck building restriction on it though. Theirs did not. Their companion was cheaper and more arbitrarily free than mine. Ah, the waiting game. Ah, the waiting game. Opponent. Opponent. Yeah, it should be fun, right, Robin? By taking the children. Chat, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret for people that don't have kids. It's not a vacation if your small children come with you. This is like a work vacation, but it's still a vacation. I'm only working for like 2.5 of the 5 days. I think I decline here because I really just want to hit my land drops naturally. We have a mixture of family, friends, and a paid sitter for the 7 days we're gone. No joke, every time I would be traveling through an airport, I would always text Chrissy and be like, please, for the love of God, never make me take our children on a plane. Until the children are old enough to be bribed or understand that their actions have consequences that are bad for them, like losing their devices. Like, you can't really reason with the 2-year-old chat. And it's not a pleasant experience for anyone involved. Nah, I'm not gonna pay for pre-check for the one time I'm gonna fly. Our deck is playing 30 lands. I'm going to play Marvel Snap. Fuck control. There's nothing deletes my desire to play Magic more than all of these blue-white control decks. It's just so, like, that piled on top of the just inherent shitty variance in the resources, just like, it's just too much feel bads. As a whole, this deck was, oh god, where is it? As a whole, this deck was reasonably successful at least. It felt fine in the games where we actually got to play Magic. Overall, I don't know that our control matchup is even that bad. It definitely feels bad to play against, though, but that's just a facet of how control decks work in Magic that's not really inherent to this deck or not. I think this deck explicitly has a good red-black matchup while also being reasonable into the various aggressive decks in the format, thanks to how Omnath works. Now I'm done subjecting myself to blue-white control players. Let's go play Snap.